Hello again, Canes fans, and welcome to a new edition of CaneSport's Inside the Lines. There's been so much discussion about Miami's moves in the transfer portal this offseason. A lot of discussion about Cam Ward, Damian Martinez, Sam Brown, Tyler Barron, Samian Barrow, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, there's one guy that's kind of gone overlooked because of all that, and that is center Zach Carpenter, who transferred to Miami from Indiana, who has played a lot of college football and is proving to be a real critical piece as Mario Cristobal and Alex Mirabal rebuild the Miami offensive line after losing Matt Lee and Javion Cohen after last season. I sat down with Zach to talk about a number of different topics. Hope you enjoy the interview. Zach, talking to your offensive line mates, they talk about you a little bit, and they talk about how impressed they've been and how you've come into this program and as the center, taking a leadership role on the offensive line. Talk a little bit about what it's like and how you've been able to kind of get their trust so relatively quickly.
Center is a critical position. Especially for the system we run, centers have a lot of responsibility. Ultimately, they have to be able to trust that you know what you're doing and you're making the right call, and everybody needs to be on the same page. How we done that is by getting into meetings, really. That's the biggest thing. Me, Jalen, Coop, the leaders of the line, we've been leading these meetings all summer with the whole offensive line group. Not only does it kind of help us refresh our memory and get ready for camp, but for the younger guys, it helps them tremendously because they can understand how some of the starters are thinking about things and what we're seeing, and then the younger guys can apply that to their play.
So repetition.
Right.
So you guys feel like you're in a pretty good place coming into training camp?
No doubt. I feel ahead, probably more ahead this year than I ever have. But I probably prepare better this year than I ever have.
You seem a lot more relaxed than you were when you first got here. Do you feel more relaxed?
This feels like home already.
Yeah.
But it's really the people, it's relationships, and this spring was big. I was trying to build relationships, not just in the building, but outside as well. So it's been good.
So talk about the offensive line in general. Obviously, you guys are putting some new pieces together, and you're coming in and so forth. How's the chemistry coming along?
Chemistry's there. That's kind of what those meetings have helped a lot. We all kind of know what we're all thinking. Communication is big. We all have communication, but I think that's what, when we talk about chemistry of an offensive line, everybody kind of knows how the person next to you plays. You know what I mean? And that takes time to build, but through spring, through doing some walkthroughs this summer, we've really built that to where, I know the left guard's up in the air, but whoever's there, we have the right guys to get the job done.
But at the end of the day, there's nothing like having the pads on, full speed,
right?
Mano a mano, which
right.
You'll have in about a week or so,
right?
To really finish it off, right?
Yeah. You'll get the true speed of the game then. But I think we have a head start just mentally, knowing what we're doing, where our eyes need to be, our footwork, all that kind of stuff.
How about all the new playmakers that have come into the program? That seems to have been kind of infectious to the whole team in terms of excitement.
Yeah, we have great athletes on this team, but that means there's a heightened level of competition. But you'd rather have that than, not. I've been at places where, there's not much competition. But you need to have your brother pushing you every day to be your best. Because the standards for the position, it's not for a player. There shouldn't be politics in this. It should be the best players play, and that's who's going to win.
Now, 100%, but it's easy to say that, and then the season starts, and pecking orders will start developing. Guys will start rising above other guys.
Yeah.
There's going to be guys that aren't playing.
Right.
As one of the older guys, do you take it on your shoulders a little bit to hold everybody together and keep this team single-minded?
Yeah, we all have to have the same objective. that kind of is what ruins teams' momentum is, issues in the locker room, playing time, and that kind of thing. But if you're winning, everybody's winning. And whether you're playing or not, winning is better than losing. So I think everybody pushing each other to be their best is only going to help us to win.
All right, Zach. Well, looking forward to watching you play this year. I know how much work you've put in, so we wish you the best.
Yes, sir.